All right, folks, we are on I-40 headed west. Thought I'd do a quick video. Well, maybe not too quick. I-40 headed west into Knoxville. So we're between like Sevierville, Kodak, and Knoxville, headed towards Knoxville, headed west. We will be hopping on 640, which is very bumpy because of all the road construction. And then we will be hopping on I-75 headed north to the promised land. Folks, I don't know if you'll make it all the way to I-75. We'll see. But this is I-40, and let me tell you, it's October the 21st. It is 69 degrees. It's very pleasant out, very beautiful out. And it is 3:05 in the afternoon on a Friday. This is a Friday, folks. Kind of give you an idea of this time of year, what kind of traffic you're going to hit. And it's thick. It's not bad, but it's thick traffic. Turning the camera just a little away from the sun. Midway Road, exit 402. Now some of you folks out there say "oh" instead of a 0. 402. Like that makes sense. Think about it. That's an 8th grade education coming out in me. Oh yeah, folks. 402. It's not an O. It's a 0. All right, let's get it. Oh, look out. I'm gonna put the defrost on. I've got the AC on. It's 70 degrees now. And yeah, it is kind of strange because, and I guess that has to do with the sun and all, but around 3 o'clock is, right around 3 o'clock, maybe 4, is the warmest part of the day and in northeast Tennessee, up where we live in Campbell County. In Georgia, the warmest part of the day is about 5 o'clock, maybe 6. No joke. Now my son brought that to my attention, in all his wisdom. I-40 headed west. Headed into Knoxville, folks, where we will jump on 640 to I-75 north and head on into the promised land that is Campbell County. We are the last county, that's where I live, we are the last county before you get to Kentucky. That's the truth, folks. So we're up there ways now, working in Kodak today, and that is, if it's the same exit as Pigeon Forge and that, it's just the other way. When you get off the exit, you'll go the opposite way of what you would of how you would go to Pigeon Forge. So yeah, and so it is 1 hour and 4 minutes from my house to get there, and that is with no traffic, folks. Now see, today or now, being it's 3:09, we're going to hit some traffic. Or not traffic, we'll hit Strawberry Plains right here, folks. We won't hit like stop and go traffic, but what you see here, where we're going 70, we're going the speed limit. take a little more than an hour, probably an hour 10 maybe, to get home. If we hit some bad traffic, we're in trouble. Man, folks, I might be able to hop on I-75 and still be recording. I can only record about 22 minutes. I-40 from here to I-75 is just like tore all up. From 40, in between 40 and I-75. It may go beyond that. But I do not like it. But I do. Now, we'll probably take on more work out this way. Sevierville, North Sevierville, and that area, whatever, that whole area right there, because it is a pleasant drive. It's a pleasant drive, and it's usually no traffic. It might get thick, but it's usually not stop and go. We don't want work down in Farragut and that area because the traffic gets bad over that way. At 2:30, traffic was already bad on I-75 there in Farragut. I can't understand it, but it is. It's yeah. And it's coming into Knoxville, so it's on our way home. So it's, you would think at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the evening that it would be leaving Knoxville. That would be the traffic, but not so, folks. It's going into it. It's kind of crazy. So we don't want to work in that direction, but we'll probably work more out this way. It's a long drive, but it's a very pleasant drive. You can see over to the left, the folks going east, they have some trouble. Thick, folks, thick. But it is Friday, and there's a lot of folks that want to get into the Smoky Mountains. Pigeon Forge, Sevierville, all that whole area, Gatlinburg, down in the Smokies there. And so this is probably why it's a little thick. Who knows, folks? My, folks. Well, I'm getting over. I gotta get over up here anyway, so might as well do it now. Folks, I left work early, got to work late, but that's okay. It is Friday, and I am old. But this is Friday, and this is the day that during the school year, this is the day that we get the grandchildren. And Grandma's out of town, and so Grandpa's going to make sure that he goes by Food City, right there in La Follette, and gets food for the grandchildren and Grandpa, and then that way we can eat. We'll have snacks, we'll have breakfast. Yes. So I'm super excited, and I don't even feel good, and I'm excited. The two girls are pretty much self-sufficient. I mean, they pretty much take care of themselves. I mean, to an extent. Folks, I'm gonna have to get over up here. I thought that lane ran out. I guess it doesn't. Oh, man, it's a little bitty trailer, isn't it? Huh? Yeah, things are just a little, not bad, but just a little backed up there on the other side of the old freeway. All right, folks, now you're going to have to put up with some bumpiness here. We'll try to hold her steady, but I don't know if it's going to work. Oh my goodness. Bumpy, bumpy, bumpy. Hang on, let me see where we're at. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I don't know what you'd put on that trailer. Maybe a lawnmower. You couldn't put too much weight on it. That would probably be a riding lawnmower at the most. Folks, you can't have enough trailers. Man, if you don't have a trailer, a pickup is good though. I mean, a pickup will do. I like having a pickup and a trailer. I would actually rather have a van and a trailer. Yep. A van and an open trailer. I've got a pickup and several trailers. Now with this pickup here, though, I do pull the enclosed trailer, and that's good. I mean, all the tools in it, you know. But you have to do that when you have a pickup and you do our kind of work. When we do a remodel, which we're doing now, we just leave the tools on the job. We load up all the tools from one job. We finish up a remodel. We'll stick everything in the garage. When we go to leave, we load it up, folks, and we haul it to the next job, and it stays there. Now, we don't leave real big things like sprayers and table saws and stuff like that. We'll usually take that on to the house after we're done using it. But everything else pretty much stays. So much easier that way, so much cheaper on fuel. So nice not to load and unload. Now, if we worked in some really rough areas, at all, we would not leave our tools. I just ain't doing it. But that's not the case. We don't work in rough areas, refuse to work in rough areas because of that right there. We don't want to have to load our tools every evening. That takes lots of time, and then your truck's heavier, and so you're burning up more gas, and you got to worry about it raining and all of this and that. And to avoid all that, we would have to haul the enclosed trailer, which I used to do. I used to haul that thing, folks. I used to haul that trailer everywhere, all over creation. Oh my goodness, I would be up in Canton doing stuff. I'd run down and do something in Stone Mountain, and it just craziness. But I burned up so much gas, it was unreal. Wore my truck out. It was nice though, because when I pulled up on a job, that was it. I never had to go to Home Depot, ever. Never had to go to the plumbing supply shop, never had to go to the electrical supply shop, never had to do anything like that. Didn't have to go to Sherwin-Williams. I had it all right there, and man, was it nice. It'd be like that now, but we do these remodels. We have so much to do on them. If we run out of material for one thing, don't have a plumbing piece or a 2x4 or whatever, it doesn't matter. We just keep on working on something else, and then when we come in the next morning, we stop somewhere and pick up what we need. I'm just running my mouth, folks. Oh, folks, I'm so thankful to be living in Northeast Tennessee. Oh my goodness, folks. I am. We absolutely love it here. And as you can see, it's just beautiful. Even in the city, it's beautiful. Oh, folks. Now, Knoxville's a small city. It's not a large city. Knoxville is not as pretty as Atlanta. I'm talking about the city. You get outside of Atlanta and it doesn't compare to outside of Knoxville. It's just the mountains are breathtaking, beautiful. Decatur, just Atlanta is just a beautiful city, but especially Decatur, like the city itself, down in there, it's like you're living in the woods, but you're in the city. And Decatur's just a part of Atlanta, if you didn't know that. The side-by-side, oh, from North Carolina. Oh, yeah. They're coming up to ride, folks. Guarantee you there'll be, we could follow him all the way to either Rocky Top exit or our exit, or up north of us, our exit or north, the exit above us. Up there is it is a ATV, literally an ATV paradise. It is ATVers all over the place. I've got a video, check it out. Stinking Creek Road, ATV paradise. And that's what it is, folks. It ain't no joke. I wouldn't even live up there because of the ATVs. Now, I'd live up there if I had a business up there. But, yeah, I just couldn't put up with having to wait on them, getting behind them, because there are several roads up there, especially the main roads, that are designated for ATVs. I mean, they can ride on them roads. And, you know, they don't, you know, they come from the city, the suburbs, and that sort of thing. From Atlanta, we've got friends that come up here and do this sort of thing. From Atlanta, from Ohio, from Michigan, and you know, they don't know that they're, you know, I guess you just don't realize it, that your lights blind people. You got the lights on those things, the top lights, and they will literally blind a car that is coming towards you. And we've had wrecks because of that. And it's not purposely done. It's done because they don't know, you know. And there are I've never heard of any real trouble. A lot of the ATVers up there, it's a very family-oriented place. Very family-oriented. Children and grandma and grandpa. There's lots of like senior clubs where they ride ATVs together there. And but every once in a while, of course, you'll get some drunk redneck, and folks, rednecks come in all shapes, sizes, high, male, female, black, white, red, and yellow, any other color there is. Rednecks come in all religions. It's just not a fat white guy from South Georgia, every once in a while, you'll get, I call them rednecks, but you may call them something else. You get somebody who's just out of control. Folks, we are on I-75. I've been running my mouth. We're on I-75 headed north. This is a Friday, and now it's 3:24. We took off about 3 o'clock. And so this is what you can expect right here, traffic-wise. But going back to the ATVers, it's nice. And just every once in a while you'll get somebody who don't care, who's maybe drinking and driving, raising a little cane, and they're the only ones, and they're once in a blue moon. And going back to redneck, folks, most of the time, not most of the time, but a lot of times, once some a lot of people, when they get a couple of beers in them, they can get redneck real quick. And that's why I say all shapes, sizes, colors, yeah, you can get redneck real quick. Wanting to pick fights, that's a redneck. It's hollering and screaming and just raising Cain, peeling out, driving too fast, that's a redneck. Yeah. Folks, we got about 1 more minute and we are at the Emory Road Powell exit. Emory Road Powell exit. And I am happy, folks, so happy to be headed home. I can't wait to see those grandchildren. Girl just is singing. I'm gonna do a video. Maybe we'll see how it goes. If I can set my phone up of me shopping right there in Food City. Anyway, folks, let's see how far we can get here. We got 30 seconds. All right, folks, the Texas Roadhouse, you ain't gonna see it because of this camper. But it's right on the other side of the camper. And you might get a glimpse. Oh, you just got the corner of it. It's right there at the Emory Road exit. And let me encourage you, if you're traveling and you want to stop and get fuel, get it right here at Weagle's. We'll see you, folks.